Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Axe, head physician for the last 20 years of Wilmington University's athletic teams. I'm an orthopedic surgeon with First Aid Orthopedics with 16 other doctors in my company. I'm a full professor in physical therapy and I'm fellowship trained by Dr. Jim Andrews. My surgical specialties are in the shoulder and the knees. In today's physicals that all your children are going to be going to, I'll be assisted by Dr. Joseph Straight. Since your kids are over 18, they have to give permission for you to be in the room. That's a HIPAA rule, not my rule. And I know you parents are paying for school, just like grades. You can't get them unless they say it's okay for you to have them, and you can't be in the room unless they say it's okay for you to be there. I do ask for some private time to ask sensitive questions in regards to sexual activity, birth control, self-exam, and if you like, the trainer can be present. It is okay for the physical exam part, though, for you to be in with your child, should you so desire to, and usually after the first year, that doesn't become a necessary thing. This year, as required by the NCAA, we will be checking for sickle cell trait. If they've had previous surgery the last 4 years, I would like the operative report. If they haven't played since the last season, I'd like to have the surgeon who did the surgery or the neurologist who may have seen your child for a concussion or the like to have offered clearance. But I offer to you, I have the final say. I have more than 60 publications and most of them are in the return to play activities. I'm the chair of the High School Sports Medicine Committee for Delaware, and I'm on a lot of national committees that are on injury prevention. I want your kid to be able to play, but I want them to be out there safe. The good thing is that most times it's not a problem, but I just offer you one more time that I need to have clearance from your doctors, but I still want to be sure that I agree with the fact that they're ready to play. We have a really interesting situation here at Wilmington University. We have a great training room with a lot of good equipment which allows the athletes to heal as fast as they can, whether it be bone or soft tissue. We have a proven healthcare program in place. We have trainers at all practices and home games. And on away games, they actually will communicate with us. The trainers at the other schools will communicate with us if there is an injury in real time. It's not away, it's not days later. We know exactly what happened when it happened. After practice and on weekends, we have an arrangement with an urgent care center called Abby Go Care that's available from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Sunday. If it happens after those hours, we also have an arrangement with Christiana Care, which will allow us any late type of things. All problems aren't orthopedics, so we have a medical panel. We also have the orthopedic panel. So let's first talk about the orthopedists that work with me. Non-operative care is provided by our assistant team physician, Dr. Joseph Straight, who's fellowship trained here in Delaware. Elbow, wrist, and hand care is provided by Dr. Deep Kalan, who also did his sports fellowship with the Cleveland Indians and has a good background on those activities. The spine by Dr. Bruce Katz, who's fellowship trained as well in spine. And our leg, foot, and ankle problems are handled by Dr. Robert Steele. Well, suppose it's not orthopedics. We also have a medical panel, and why this is important is so they get timely visits. They're everything from cardiology, neurology, ophthalmology, gynecology, podiatry, general surgery, oral surgery, dentistry, chiropractic, physical therapy, and we even have a psychiatrist should that need arise. On Thursday during the school year, we have a clinic right here on campus. The athletes are seen with their trainer. Now, your child can say it's okay for you to be there, and you're welcome to come in for those exams anytime you want. Further testing, if it's needed, can be done here, back home, but it really is dictated a lot of times by the insurance carrier. We have physicians here to take care of your child, but that doesn't mean you have to use those. You are not obligated to use our experienced panel, but they have a lot of experience and a lot of success, so I recommend that you do. With everything else going on, regardless of which physician sees you, whether it's my partner or whether it's another physician, I'm going to come back to the same thing. I reserve the right to say that your child is fully rehabilitated and safe to be back on the field. I'm also responsible for the medical red shirts in the event that your child is unable to continue and is requesting another year. In closing, Wilmington University has a solid health care team, Great trainers in Chris, Lindsay, and Amanda. Supportive administration at the top in Doctors Barcelona and Harmon. Experienced and interested community physicians. An on-campus clinic. Urgent care arrangements at Abbey Go Care. And a level 1 trauma center at Christiana Care. Despite your child being older than 18, we will do our best to get their permission to include you in anything we do. If surgery needs to be done, usually we don't do it in the clinic, but we bring you to the office, and we certainly would like you to be there. Thank you for watching. I will be available for questions at the physicals that'll follow this. I hope you find your day very informative and appreciate how much Wilmington University wants to make your child's experience here both good and memorable.